Welcome to Conversations on Faith and Family, a faith-based podcast for parents and marriages looking how to manage and balance life with greater ease and fulfillment. Here are your hosts, Manuel and Raylene.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode. We're continuing our series on our Euro trip.
Yes.
One of the most incredible vacation I've ever taken. I don't know what you'd have to say with that.
It's my best vacation ever. Definitely bucket list. Everything we've done was bucket list. So.
Seemed like everywhere we were going, it was check off, and it was fantastic. So we want to continue. This is our third part. And again, we're really happy you joined on our journey here. But we want to talk about the third part, which is Venice, Italy. All right, which again, Venice was absolutely just beautiful. Like it was literally from start to finish. It was great. You know, some of the major places we've seen were the Grand Canal.
Yes.
Grand Canal is literally picture perfect. We also went to Burano Island, went to Murano Island, went on a gondola ride down the Grand Canal, which again is a bucket list check off. We went to the
bridge, Rialto Bridge.
The Rialto Bridge. And then it was just, overall, it was amazing from start to finish. And we'll talk a little more in detail, whole experience. But how would you summarize your experience in Venice?
I just think like when you're there, you feel like you are not in 2018. You feel like you are traveled back in time. You feel almost like you're in an old vintage movie or something. It's just there's no cars, there's no traffic signals, there's no smog, nothing. It's just beautiful, beautiful place. With stone flooring and beautiful homes. Their shutters, so cute, and their flowers. Oh, it's just beautiful everywhere you look.
And one of the things I was mentioning is how beautiful the architecture was there. All the buildings and structures, and a lot of those structures were there even before the French Revolution. French Revolution destroyed a lot of the buildings, but even in the 18th century there in Italy, it was a lot of old buildings, but there's something beautiful about looking back on some of these older buildings that are just, it's almost like you can see the endurance of these buildings, and it's become something that maybe was of the norm 100 years ago, but today is something to be recognized and just really glorious in their structure. And so it was just amazing. At night, the stars glisten. During the day, it's just beautiful there. The people were very nice. I really, honestly, in Venice, I literally had zero complaints.
Yeah, it was very safe, too. Mm-hmm. I think, when you go to Europe, you think of pickpocketers or whatever, maybe like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get lost. And, Taken, the movie Taken comes to mind, like someone's going to capture me. But man, Venice was like, there's no worries. Everybody around you just felt like they were there to just vacation and unwind and just enjoy the scenery and who they were with, on vacation. So,
and I would encourage you. This is definitely a place to visit. So, but we'll go into more details. So let's get into some of our tips. Some of the tips, some of the things we'd encourage you to do, bring next time if you do decide to visit Venice, which again, out of all the cities that we visited, this would probably be the best city to visit, especially for a married couple going on vacation.
Yeah, it's a very romantic city too.
First tip.
My first tip is to eat everything. Eat lots of food. Try new things. I think I'm a little more on the reserve side when it comes to food. He's more adventurous. So he's like, yeah, I'm down to try that. That sounds good. Or he'll ask, when we're there at the restaurant, what is the specialty here? What is the most popular thing? But, for me, I'm a little reserved. But I did, get out of that box, I think, on this trip. I was like, you know what? Worst thing, it can just be bad, and I just eat a pizza, so it can't be that bad.
Yeah, because, like, for me, I ordered I ordered pizza everywhere, but the menu can be a little intimidating because the ingredients they use can be, very
words we can't even explain.
Exactly. So it's like buffalo goat cheese that was aged for 50 years, and it was like, whoa,
how is that gonna taste?
That sounds a little risky, but I always tell them, hey, what's the thing you recommend? Yeah. I always order it, and the pizza that we ordered, I'm trying to think of the name that we went to, the little Italian restaurant. If you need it, I'll give it to you. But we went there, and it was the best pizza I've ever had. The cheese they used on there was just beyond words, and it was incredible. That was just, try the food. The gelato was fantastic. We had the gelato. We had, everything that was really the pasta was the ravioli. Everything we had at this moment, it was just fantastic. We have a visitor that's with us. Our daughter Olivia is here with us, so bear with us as we get this podcast. What's another? Oh, so yeah, please try the food, the gelato, the croissants, everything. Try it. Be a foodie. Get out of your comfort zone. It's just fantastic. All right. Yes. What's another thing you would recommend?
The next thing I think I would recommend is to buy the City Pass package, and what that is you go and you buy, it's pretty much like a ticket for you to use the water taxis and the metro. For us, we didn't know how to travel or to get from from our Airbnb to Venice or to different locations. So in Venice, there's no cars, so you have to travel by water taxi. So the best thing to do and to invest in is the day pass, so that you can scan, your ticket to go on and off of these taxis. And if you don't, then you have to pay every single time you use the services. So because we bought the City Pass, we were able to unlimitedly use the services there, and it made the transition smoothly, going from island to island and
there's
place to place.
There's a different package for really any occasion. So if you're going to be there for a week, there's packages for a week that include the taxi rides, the water taxis. That also includes some tours. They had a lot of different packages involved, but we would encourage you. Do that. It was saved us a ton of money. And
stress, because you don't want to have to go and keep buying tickets. It's better just to buy the City Pass and then just use it unlimitedly, within the hours that you purchase. Yeah. So that was awesome that we did that.
Yeah. The next one is book a gondola ride.
In advance. Before you get there.
So when you go there, the gondola ride will range anywhere from 80 to 100 euros, which, again, I checked about 5 different places. They were all about the same. Well, when I looked online on Viator, Viator had it for $40, 45 euros. Yeah, so deal. You buy it online, book it ahead. It will save you a ton of money. But, how was your experience on the gondola ride?
It was beautiful. I mean, it was very romantic. There was a guy, singing to everyone. It was some of the canals that we went through were like really, really tight and tiny. And I was like, oh my gosh. But it was just so cool how they just navigate that boat all the way through, into the canals of Venice. So
cool. What was cool is that we even had we bought one of the gondola ride packages that had like a live music. So you had this Italian man who was singing these great Italian hymns and songs.
And we booked our gondola ride right at sunset. So it was like perfect timing. The sun was going down. the pictures came out beautiful.
The only bummer is it's a shared gondola ride, so you'll be there with 3 or 4 other people, but I don't mind. I personally don't care.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yes, but overall, that was definitely a check on the bucket list. That was very, very exciting, so I would encourage that. What's the next one?
The next tip we have is to bring euros.
Bring euros. I actually had a credit card, the Chase Sapphire card, that has zero. They charge you zero, basically a foreign currency charge on it. So anytime you use the card in Europe, it actually won't charge you a fee. Most cards do, so I would check into that before you go. But for a lot of these little places, you're going to want to bring euros. They won't take card. If they do take card, the minimum is like 50 euros. So you want to make sure to take euros to Italy, because a lot of the beautiful places make handmade Italian sandals, bags. We brought back our sister a handmade bag from Italy, and they only took euros. So make sure to have euros in hand for the trip.
Yes. The next thing is, I guess, a tip is make sure you bring good walking shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there's a lot of walking. You want to get lost in Venice. You know, you just want to go and explore, and you want to be comfortable. There's no cars in Venice.
Mm-mm.
I tell that to people, and they're like, "Wait, what? How do people get around?" Everybody gets around by water taxi. So it's a big, there's a canal right in the middle of Venice, and then there's smaller little canals, and then taxi will take you through the main canal and or around the island of Venice and to other islands. So just know there's no signals and street lights and none of that. It's literally like you're in an old vintage painting of some sort. It's beautiful.
Yeah, no, and we did a lot of walking. Like I mentioned in the last podcast, we were averaging 3,000 to 4,000 here at home. We were more like 20,000 to 25,000 each day. So bring walking shoes, bring comfortable. You're going to be taking taxis. There's no cars, so don't even bother renting a car. Everything's by foot. But it honestly, that's the way you explore. I didn't complain at all.
I think even for part of our trip, we were like, let's just take the water taxi and go all the way around, the island just to see it from all angles and all canals. And since we had the city pass, we were able to do that. So it was really nice too, just to use that as an excursion to kind of go around and see the different, I guess, spots in Venice, Italy. So.
Well, I'm glad we're home. We have a few more tips, but, one of the great things about being home is that we, came home and we have a thing called Prep Dish. Prep Dish is a healthy meal planning service. So when you sign up, you'll receive an email every week with a done-for-you grocery list and instruction for prepping your meals ahead of time. You'll do your chopping and mixing ahead of time, leaving you with zero decision to be made at dinner. You'll save time and have amazingly delicious meals like a smoky paprika chicken leg, a trio of roasted vegetables, or turkey and zucchini lasagnas. Allison, who I know personally, is offering listeners, listen to this, every one of you gets a free 2-week trial to try it out. Can't beat that. Check out prepdish.com/CFF. That's the only way you're going to get 2 weeks is prepdish.com/CFF. What an amazing deal. You want to get there, you want to go, you want to get that. Again, that is Prep Dish is a meal planning service, gives you a grocery list, instructions how to prepare your meals, no guesswork. And again, it is healthy, gluten-free, dairy-free, and paleo meals that are real foods. Stress-free, tasty. Go there now, prepdish.com/CFF. Also, this podcast is sponsored by the Onyx Life, where change comes with a challenge. Now, Onyx Life, their goal is to help create happy homes and financial empires and explore the lighter side of life. The Onyx Life is hosted by Myrtle and Rita, who are known for the popular YouTube channels Onyx Life, Onyx Family, Onyx Kids, and other channels. This Onyx brand is combined with over 2 million subscribers and over 1 billion views. That's crazy. They discuss their experience with entrepreneurs, entrepreneurship, and the successes and challenges working together as a family to build a brand. They also cover hot topics such as relationships, parenting, society, culture, books, TV, movie reviews, inspiring stories. They cover it all. You name it, they do it. So you want to go to the Onyx Life's YouTube page and you'll get more information. You can Google it on your own time.